See, the AI will push in aggressively here. So pretty quick, nasty encirclements going on there. All right, as promised, we're going to do a Sweden run here, and the goal here is to form the centralized Nordic Army Command going through the Nordic Defense Council. As Sweden, we're going to form the Nordic Defense Council, and we're going to attempt to get Norway, Iceland, Denmark, and Finland in the council. We'll see how it goes here. We have to hold out against the Germany and the USSR. If we could just hold, I think that that's going to be a major accomplishment. So let's get into it. First thing that we're going to do here, let's go ahead and get electronic mechanical engineering, and then we'll get basic machine tools. We'll hold a slot open to juggle. Let's go ahead and build 3 civs in Östergötland, and then we'll build mills in the 2 provinces below that. Put 4 on infantry equipment. We'll just keep 1 on support equipment. And then we need to fix our navy here, taking the subs out. So we'll put them all into 1 navy. But I like a sub-navy and a main navy. At this point, we're going to redesign these ships with the Ehrenskold class because there's actually depth charges on this ship template. So the first thing that we're going to do here, focus tree-wise, is go Defense Act down to ball bearings. The reason why is the ball bearing choice here is going to allow us to increase our stability. Moving on here, I like to delete all the army except for 1 division, and we'll 1 div train here for a bit. And we're going to go down the right side. Go ahead and look in the description box below for the focus tree order. Moving on here, I like to delete all the army except for 1 division, and we'll 1 div train here for a bit. You will get other generals and field marshals from the Nordic Defense Council, but I just put these guys here as placeholders. And then for air, let's just go ahead and delete our Air Force and then start selling them on the international market. So we'll sell all the planes at the highest price. Please note that Sweden does have an artillery expert, so artillery is going to be at a premium here. Also note, to avoid strikes, we need to keep stability above 68% at all times. So that's the main thing with Sweden here that you have to work around. And that's going to be all for the setup. We'll skip the spy agency for the people that don't have the La Resistance DLC, and let's get into it. We just wait for this research slot to fill up, and then we're going to go ahead and juggle this research slot. So I like to put it on interwar artillery because it's quite cheap early. And first off, we get the Defense Act, and I like to go with the Farmers Party. So that'll give us a new leader for a little while. And then we're going to go Urbanization to get those sweet, sweet factories. Make sure not to buy any political advisors while you have this leader because they are quite expensive. Okay, Swedish general election, take the top choice again to get Hanson back. After interwar artillery, let's just pick up radio to get that out of the way. Our first leader is going to be the financial expert for the negative 15% consumer good factories. I almost forgot. Change your occupied territories to the Cav division and then set it to civilian oversight. As soon as you have 5 army experience, go ahead and apply the MIO to your guns. Then convert from stockpile. So this is a bit of RNG, the League of Nations embargo resolution, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because it gives us 2 stability. So we have 100 political power. Let's go ahead for the ground support expert. Okay, concentrated industry 1. We'll just go into concentrated industry 2. After radio, we're going to go for the next artillery piece and apply the MIO. Okay, after improved machine tools, let's go ahead and pick up the basic small airframe, applying the MIO. Okay, we now have the ball bearing trade. Let's go for Radiotjanst. And then we can go ahead and trade ball bearings with the German Reich, Italy, and Japan. So basically the Axis, I haven't gotten the other ones to work yet. And then we need to secure foodstuffs, which will give us 2% stability. So 6% overall, but we'll also get the weekly manpower, which is not that much, but it's something. And we also get fighter production. Okay, Germany accepts, Italy accepts, Japan accepts. So we're up to 88 stability. We now have 50 air experience. So go ahead and apply industrial liaisons, giving us extra research speed. Okay, after Radiotjanst, we're going to go economic deregulation. After concentrated industry 2, let's go ahead and pick up the engine 2, applying the MIO. So we have the basic small airframe. Let's go ahead and pick up the heavy MG. And we got a upgrade to the MIO. We'll go the left side here. Got economic deregulation. And now we can go the old enemy stirs. And once we go the old enemy stirs, we'll start to train our divisions up here. And we can turn off exercise since it's not really going to work anymore. We can also build our first airplane. Make sure to check the auto upgrade box. And then we should get other fighter designs from that. We do suffer strikes because our stability is only 63%. So go ahead and pick up popular Figurehead. And then the public unrest will fall off. Okay, we just got the old enemy stirs. We'll go for the Nordic Defense Council. Okay, at this point, let's go survivability studies. We now have 50 air experience. So let's go ahead and add centralized control. Let's go for the professional officer corps. And we just picked up the Nordic Defense Council. And now we need to get more factories so that we could go centralized Nordic Army Command. So we're going to go government weapons contract first. That'll give us a little war support as well. Now we're going to go ahead and research the truck. We're going to need that because this is going to be a mech build. The Swedish have wheeled mech, not tracked. Interesting for World War II. The other thing that we could do here is we're going to go with a 15 width division template. So we have combat width 15. We're also going to add support AA, and this is going to be our main combat division template. Okay, so we went ahead and got the government weapons contract. We're going to get 2 military factories, and we're seizing the Landsverk. Okay, we got the truck. Let's go ahead and transition that into field hospitals. At this point, I'd like to pick up the Army Defense Specialist, just because we could start grinding Army XP. Okay, and we picked up Seize the Landsverk, and now we could go Centralized Army Command. And at this point, we're going to improve relations with Norway as well as Finland. So it would actually be beneficial because we're going to be able to puppet Denmark anyways, to not have Iceland and Denmark in the Centralized Nordic Army Command. And that way, if Denmark is a puppet, Germany has to declare war on Denmark because we're going to come into the war a little early. So it creates a buffer between us and Germany for a few months, and that's going to be critical to this build. Okay, we got the improved infantry equipment. Now let's go for concentrated industry 3. And we got the heavy MG. Let's go for advanced machine tools. And then let's modify our aircraft here. Okay, so we applied the heavy MGs. We'll put that into production. Okay, pause right before you get centralized Nordic Army Command, and then kick out however many divisions you can that are in your stockpile here. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. So just in case they have some manpower there, I'll cancel that division training. Okay, and the Finnish Nordic Bulwark joins the Nordic Defense Union. Great. The Norwegian Atlantic Wall joins the Nordic Defense Union. Great. Denmark rejects. So that's actually exactly where we wanted that to be. Now we're going to race down to Nordic Defense Complex, where we're going to remove the debuffs that we just received, as well as get some more military factors. So we're going to get these really excellent divisions here, as well as better division commanders. And then we have an available war goal against Denmark. So we'll just like posture here, and then you declare, and they kind of roll over on you. Denmark surrenders, we will protect them. So they will become our puppet immediately. And now it's March 1938, and we need to look to the defense of Sweden or Finland. So we need a rail going up to the port at Petsamo. You go to the supply map mode, you're going to be able to upgrade all the rails heading north. And then you need to upgrade all the rails coming through here to 3. So that we have good supply. We'll have better supply than the Soviets. And then we need 2 supply hubs, one there in the middle. And then this needs to be connected with a rail line. Let's go ahead for centralized control on the air. And we're going to request forces from all of our allies here. So we actually get 40 divisions. So let's pick up some advisors in the meantime, Axel Rappe. And then the next advisor that we'll get is going to be the infantry one. Go ahead and take all these guys off the battle plan here. And it looks like our supply hubs are coming in. And this is going to give us a couple civs and a lot of different recruitable pop factor, things like that. Okay, we just got survivability studies. Now let's go for engine 3. We're now going to upgrade our plane with armor plates. And that will give our air a lot of survivability. And we just got Nordic Defense Complex. So that's going to give us civilian industry to overlord 25%. So that's going to be quite powerful. Now we're going to go around, and these 3 focus tree badges here are going to allow us to potentially get some ships and air from the other pieces of the Nordic Defense Council. So we'll start with the manpower here. Okay, we now just received Nordic Volunteer Group. Now let's go Nordic Centralized Air Command. We'll see how many planes that we get from this. I'm not sure that it's quite necessary. We might be able to skip it, but it looks like we need all the following to go neither death nor dishonor. Factory output, 4%. Division attack and defense on core territory is upped, and we remove the debuffs from military overhead. So that's going to be quite good. So we got like 8 civs from the rest of from Norway and Finland for that last focus. Let's go ahead and train some more of our mainline divisions. Okay, we got Concentrated Industry 3. Now let's go for the improved artillery upgrade. Advanced Machine Tools is going to transition into Signal Company. Nordic Centralized Air Command is going to go into Nordic Defense Fleet. So this is going to give us the fleets from Norway and Finland. At this point, I'm just going to pull the trigger and go partial mobilization. And that gave us about 6 civs. So that's going to be quite good. They're definitely going to need support AA, support artillery. They're only a combat width of 12. You could do motorized infantry. And then we'll give them mobile combat support battalion for a combat width of 15. Motorized artillery. And that's going to be our offensive division there. Okay, at this point, we're going to go ahead for infantry division attack and defense expert. And now we can get Carl G as our field marshal, so that's going to be quite good. And then we can upgrade some of these generals that are a little better. So we need to put Signal Company on the truck divs. Okay, we have improved artillery upgrade. Now let's go ahead for fuel storage, because we're going to need to start building refineries. And we have engine 3 that we can now add on to the plane. It's like we could also put on an extra armored plate onto the plane. Planes are going to have a lot of survivability. Okay, we just got the cross we bear. Now let's go. The threat of the Iron Curtain gets the event Nordic Defense Council request to join alliance. And now we're going to go concealment. Actually, let's go combined arms expert, motorization, attack, and defense. Okay, we got the threat of the Iron Curtain. Now we're going to go for more manpower here and war support. Okay, the Soviet Union declared war on Nordic Finland. So we have our navy out. We're going to have to conserve fuel as much as possible. So interception is going to be key. We'll try to get air support superiority here where they're trying to push. And then up here in the north as well. So you kind of have to go and scan the line and make sure that none of your divisions kick out since we're not using a battle plan. The upside is that these divisions won't shuffle and they'll maintain their entrenchment. The downside is you won't know when they kick out. Okay, so now we have 40k manpower. We're almost ready to push. Now, if we get Finland's cause is ours, we're going to get 180 days of 8% division org, attack against major countries 10%, breakthrough 15 for 180 days. So that's a 35-day focus, and that should allow us to push versus the Soviets here. Okay, we're going to go superior firepower doctrine to boost the soft attack. And now that we have that, we should be able to push fairly easily. With that 10% soft attack, the Soviets should really be looking rough here. So they've already lost 300k to essentially our 14. Pretty good KD there, if I don't mind saying. Okay, so as you can see, the attack is going quite well here, and we should get these encirclements in the north. There's 27 divisions in this pocket, and we just took out like 2, so 29 divisions total. So we're going to consolidate Murmansk area and then go from there. And they landed. Yikes. And then we're going to need these, the trucks back, actually, after they're done up here. Okay, so we have 150 political power. We'll go ahead to limited conscription. Okay, UK is making headway. That's looking good. Let's see if we can attack through here. Looks like we can. Time to make some Soviet encirclements. Thin out their line before attacking Leningrad. Oh, they're going right here. Stavanger. go ahead and put that into production. Lion of the North rises. Preemptive strike. Gains puppet, focus, war goal against German Reich. I think we're already at war with them, so I'm not sure if that's going to matter. This will give us more mills and coastal forts. Let's go cement control of the Baltic Sea. Signal Company. I'm not sure if what initiative does in this game. To be honest with you, it says initiative plus 12. Okay, so they changed their autonomy to puppet, from puppet to colony. It's kind of annoying. Let's go deep mining complexes. Okay, we got Signal Company 2. Let's go Signal Company 3. All right, so we weren't able to stave off the autonomy with Denmark. The Nordic Protectorate of Denmark declares independence. Ungrateful backstabbers remove the buffer front, which grants division attrition. They are of no consequence. Danish war for... So we either go to war with Denmark or we say they are of no consequence. I don't think we could go to war with them as long as they don't kick us out. They kicked us out? They're just going to die. Now let's invest in infrastructure, which we're going to need on the Eastern Front. Okay, we're going to go to the right. And then we should be able to make a few mech divisions here shortly. Resource gain efficiency, 12%. I might try that out. Let's go domestic aircraft designs. I'm just kind of picking things to pick them at this point. Hardness, 5%. Yes, sir. Breakthrough, 3% on the mechanized. That would be nice. Saab. Max speed and agility. I guess we got to go production efficiency again first. Let's do formation flying, air detection, interception efficiency. Signal Company 3. Let's do construction 1 just so we could do AXCAV. And then we can also do the telephone company, coordination and reinforce rate. And Carl G says he's ready to go. This gives us naval dockyards. I'll go for that. Denmark is holding off somehow. Probably because the allies are in there. Okay, so I battle planned up to this point, and it's December 16th, 1943. We're going to go ahead for service by requirement and war economy. Quite late. There's no real reason to push up here, so what we're going to do is just use the ports along the coast here and make it encirclements with my mechanized division. So here is going to be my 17 combat with mechanized division, and I'm going to show you how it shreds. So we're having a bit of an autonomy problem here, so I'm going to have to keep on lend-leasing convoys. I don't have too many convoys left. So our first target is going to be the port at Riga. And already you can see how quickly we're able to encircle the enemy. And we have 7 bangers encircled here. See, the AI will push in aggressively here. A lot of dudes, just some undercover actors. I don't fall for it, I'm privy to all your tactics. Yeah, so try again, this time take a vitamin. Yeah, invite them in, welcome to the lion's den. And I'm Mufasa, big boss in charge of coming in like a bull. You see me raising the stock up, yeah. So pretty quick, nasty encirclements going on there. And I'll just double click on the mechanized divisions and we'll rinse and repeat down here. Okay, we got across the reverse stall inline. So as you can see, they move so fast, there's nothing really that the AI could do about it. It really shouldn't be no arguments, cause you're now viewing the greatest of all time, saying I can't get better. Whoa. I promise they all lying on my UK is snaking. Holy. And we're full doctrine. Look, I think it's time you start using your common sense. Damn, that was fast. Look at the AI snaking. It wasn't even me this time, guys. Confidence, that's right. Confidence, yeah. Confidence. That's me. Hold up. Yeah. Here we go. If I stutter, yeah. My brain move a little faster than others. Yeah. I even keep a close eye. Come on, don't let him squirt out. Sometimes it's your blood that turn into blood suckers. Yeah. And I'm on a big mission. My whole team got a plate up in the kitchen. Yeah. I'm talking everything. I make all the fixings. Yeah. They come a long way from where they come up missing. I blame it on my
confidence.
Yeah, there we go.
Promise I'm really this astonishing. And yeah, you're now viewing the greatest of all time. No need for thank yous, the pleasure is all mine. That's my confidence. Yeah, that's right. No downplaying my accomplishments. You call me arrogant, I take it as a compliment. I got that confidence. Come on now.
Munich. Oh, liberation of Paris. Okay, they D-Day'd. Hooray! Ah! Poland has Germany now. All right. Let's see who's the new Axis person. Oh, Italia. All right, we did it. Now, what do we want? The Soviet Union did not dissolve yet, but we could get a navy. We could get some territory. I feel like it would be like border gore, but I do kind of want Germany. Definitely taking Bismarck, Gneisenau, Schnarrenhorst. They were busy. We're going to take, you know, some territories up north. No, they're going to be ours. That'll connect. See what else we can do navy-wise. We do it all? Get a little piece of a navy. Dude, they're going to let me have this navy too? I like it. Can I have this navy? I take all the navies, baby. Confirm and exit. There are contested territories. Let them have it. I don't care. They didn't take him. And then the Allies release Germany, but I get the top of the Baltic coast here. I love it. Oh, British Italy? Wait, Britain took Italy? They took Italy as a puppet, but Germany is released. Okay. Very confusing, but things happen in Hearts of Iron 4. The UK has the Soviets to deal with. I don't have to deal with them anymore. The Nordic Defense Council triumphs the Axis, at least. I guess Japan's still over here on the other side doing its thing. That was a lot of fun. The most fun democratic nation I've ever played. Nordic Defense Council as Sweden. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy this content, and I'll see you on the next one.